Hello, everyone. I hope everyone have a good day, good evening, wherever you're at in this world. Hope you're doing fine. So, today is the day. This is Black History Month. And we want to talk about Black History Month, our achievement as Black people, history, you name it. And basically, or I would call it Black Disability History Month because you don't get to hear, basically Black people who are disabled contribute to the Black history. So I'm gonna call it Black Disability History, or I be hear people be calling it Black Future Month. So either way, so for this month, I hope that we need to address many issues in the Black community, especially talking about intersectionality, and I think I want to address this issue. So happy Black History to every Black person around the world. So I'm gonna address the intersectionality issue within the Black community because let's start at this. In the beginning, growing up, you learn about Black History Month and you learn about Martin Luther King Jr. You learn about Greta Scott. You learn about everybody in the movement who contribute to the movement, right? But as I got older, then I started to learn about disability rights and all this stuff, and I realized that disability had been left out in the disability community, in the Black community, and I noticed this. And also people who I be following had telling hey, you know, we don't do a good job talk about intersectionality issue and thing like that. And I noticed that too. And some of the people who I well know about, which I did not know they have a disability. I did not know they have a disability till later in life. Like Harriet Tubman. I didn't know she had seizures. Or people say she neurodivergent. I did not know. If I had known that she have a disability, she did something, I might feel a little better. But basically when in the Black community, nothing being discussed basically become disability. And also not just disability people, everybody within the Black community who don't fit, the civic privilege in our community, especially for the Black community. The standard is you have to be a light skinned Black man who a Christian, cisgender, straight, etc., hypermasculinity, etc. Every privileges they could think of, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of you know, not feeling hurt in the Black community. Yes, we had to a lot to deal with the dehumanization of being Black, especially in the USA and globally, because Black people is the most hated by everybody, and we had to celebrate our history, whether do it African history or Black history in the USA. Just talk about who we are, how we contribute to the moment, how we contribute to the world. Shit, Black people have been every damn day. But we've been shit. We've been the light bulb, we've been the refrigerator. Shit, we have get the man to the moon in the back 1960s. We've been in shit music. Shit, we've been in everything thing, but of course our culture get appropriated and shit. So it's yeah, it's sad. And all this time they think we not intelligent. But the one who be stealing the idea is the colonizer. So they tell us that we, We not unintelligent, but the one who unintelligent is the colonizer who keeps stealing ideas. So yeah, that's a long story. But let's not think about the colonizer. Forget about them. This is Black History Month, 24/7, 365 days of the week. I mean, damn, what I said 365. We gonna celebrate Black History 365 days all day long. We don't give a fuck. Okay, but I'm gonna address the intersectionality in the Black community. So I'm gonna address this. Like I mentioned, we talk about Black history and not knowing some people we know are, civil rights activists, celebrity activists who contribute to the movement who have a disability. How the heck I did not know they have a disability? Or find out there have been people in our community who part of LGBTQ plus, different religion, all help out, contribute to the civil rights movement. And they're being left out of the conversation. What we didn't learn about them? Baby, I would feel a little better as a Black autistic queer woman, okay? Like, I would be feeling better. Oh, girl, I'll feel real better about myself. But of course, we live inside of that trying to, seeing that less human. So especially with the intersectionality issue as go, we need to address a lot of things in our community because basically Black people been for a lot in the USA and globally because we just disrespect about everybody. No one like us, don't want to be us, but they want our culture. So it's just sad. And we've been for a lot, like especially like what's going on right now with Congo, Sudan, and many part of the world that had to deal with colonialism, ethnic cleansing, and disrespect. No one acknowledged them because due to a lot of anti-blackness, and especially the motherland, the continent, aka Africa, had been used and abused, and me and everybody who live in the United States who basically Black who are descendant of African slaves. So basically where I answer I did through hell. They have been back and forth whether they be disabled or not disabled, whoever. They've been through fucking hell. And grave, you name it. I not talk about the horror. I really don't want to. It made me feel sad that basically all them years later with us being descendant of African slave and from the motherland, we still get disrespected. And sadly kind of lost connected to our culture, we got some of it, but we don't know what the hell we from, and of course, being descendant of African slave, we had probably have inherited a lot of bigotry and hatred from the colonizer, aka white people. So they gave us ideology, white supremacy ideology, or countless mindset, patriarchy, heteronormativity, ableism, all kind of oppression as you could think of. And we put that, in our community, thinking, father the man, aka the colonizer, thinking his way is the right way, no matter how we do it, trying to be like him or her. They don't wanna to exceed the same level as them. They want to stay oppressed. So then sadly, like we try to get up there, deal with oppression, deal with our mental health going to shit due to racism. Like mental health is not good in the Black community. Like it getting better due to more resources in the internet. But back in the day, just imagine, you know, the stigma of our mental health, especially in the Black community. And also, we probably at one point was, believing in the medical field until, aka the colonizers started using it for experiment and shit. And that's why many of them don't want to go to the doctor because due to their fucking history. And I can't blame them. and still we still deal with medical racism to this fucking day. So yeah. And also that relates to disability justice issues. So yay. Really. It's a lot. So not only that, we had to deal with medical racism and everyday racism in everyday life, voting, work, housing, shit, education, every damn thing like you think of. Like we just get treated like shit left or right. It's like it don't make no damn sense. And like, no matter what we do, try to live our life in peace. Who never get a peace? You don't know it. AKA white people, AKA the colonized. They never leave us alone. And even throughout history, they just don't know when to leave us alone in peace. All we want to do is live, have children, have a job, live life, and die in peace. But no, they won't give us no peace. They want to give us horror and racism. So I'm done. So yeah, can we just live in peace? Like damn, like can we just live in peace without the damn racism and being disrespected? And also, like basically, our community been through so much hell, and we trying to, be like the people who will fucking oppress us, and we adopt all the ideology and do that to each other, and also tone police one another, use respectability one another to, deal with our own oppression and shit, which it ain't good. Basically with the colorism in particular, it's kind of bad. Like it's like due to how slavery just really like f up everybody in the black community, no matter in the Caribbean, no matter in the motherland, fucking Latin America. Shit, I ain't know they were Afro Latino or Afro Latino. Fuck, I ain't know. Or Afro fucking Portuguese, shit like that. Fuck, we everywhere. Shit, I ain't know. Like, due to slavery or basically transatlantic slavery trade from the Caribbean, the Latin America, with the cool South America, Central America, and the Caribbean, and of course the USA. So we just basically just F up because slavery really messed our community up and have a lot of generation of trauma. So, and we probably have not dealt that well, and yeah, they really mess up ass up bad. And also we trying to, also using the religion, Christianity to deal with the shit we go for every damn day. And also trying to use the same tool as how the colonizers been using, oppress us to stay our place. And also we trying to tone police one another, try to fit this white standard of what 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 white people do. Like we try to be like them. And also we have internalized everything and try to be like the people who oppress us. And we started having colonist mindset and patriarchy, heteronormative, like I mentioned earlier. We just internalize everything and also develop anti-blackness and not liking ourselves. So, and we need to address that in this community. Like, we cannot continue to bash each other. We cannot continue to deal with ableism, the homophobia, transphobia, everything just keep us divided because due to white supremacy or colonist mindset that keep our community divided. And sadly, that many of us have, basically black people, have internalized racism and sexism, ableism, internalized phobia and transphobia, everything you can think of. Like we had internalized everything, and that why we kind of messed up mentally in the head because we not accepted as we are. We had to deal with the side that don't accept it as black people. Like, especially like if you're a black woman, shit is fucking hard. Like basically a black woman always have most of black women being disrespected by everybody. Despite that we the one create life and we somehow we get disrespected by every damn body, even the people in our own community, and to each other, and the men who we have children with treated like shit because due to anti-blackness and colonist mindset. So it's like it's kind of screwed, and like we need to address it. Like we cannot, like how we put to liberate our community and we still have this colonist mindset. Like we need to do better as black people. Like, and also like I noticed like basically like in social media, I see like just I might be messing up the word despair more, like black people in the Caribbean, the Latin America, the motherland, of course, us in the USA had like all these wars, like who who black enough, who African enough, like wherever the despair enough. African despair war, like it's a hot damn man. I've been seeing that a lot of anti-blackness, misogyny war, of course, in terms of like sexism, misogyny, toxic masculinity, femininity. There's a whole lot of stuff in our community that we need to address. Oh, also like, oh, you ain't black enough. Oh, if by race or motivation, if you don't do something that a black person does, you ain't black enough. Yeah, oh, you act white. Yeah, I heard all that shit, right? Going on. Oh, you act white. The fuck I about to ask? Like, I'm black. Shit, I'm from the hood. Straight from the OGB from Winston-Salem. Baby, like, I'm black. And also, since I mentioned about that, like, I used to did know better. Because, like, back you growing up, you hear, like, yo, oh, you act this such a way, oh, black person put to do this, put to listen to hip hop, or you from, from the hood, you from be a rapper, or athlete, all that, positive stereotype you could think of, right? Then, of course, there's a lot of negative that I don't want to say. We already know what the stereotype of being black. So, yeah, you already know. So, it's a lot of things, right? And also, like, I noticed, like, I used to judge this one black chick, you know, my mom, who was a preschool teacher who know her growing up. Like, she was raised, from the white neighborhood or the suburb. I'm thinking, she talked like the people around her due to her environment, and I used to judge her for that because I ain't fucking know. I ain't know. I thought black people act this. I kind of shocked, like, what the fuck? Probably in middle school and high school. And also, I went to all black high school, so yeah. And something I don't even fit in because I'm no diversion and you kind of awkward as fuck. So it's like, yeah, it sucks. So, and and plus, basically, oh god, I don't go in. Bet you go to all black high school, people go always talk shit like, oh, people go to school and ain't shit. You supposed to go to white school. It's just, a lot. You know, there's a lot going on, but yeah, that you can fake up. So it's just, let's say it's a whole lot of anti-blackness. Let's say that, and like we still have it to this day, and we still have not unlearned it because we still have this colonist mindset. And like I see too many times, like we have so much anti-black. We did like we make a reason like why we date our way. Like, oh, we bash each other. Like, oh, I don't like a black man because they did, or I don't like a black woman because they. Look, I don't care if you date out your way, but honey, don't bash us because you like what you like. Okay, you got preference. Don't make a prejudice. Like, I think I heard someone say that in the video on TikTok, but yeah, don't make this a preference to the president. Like, so please don't do that. Like, we need to address it. Like, all these issues. Like, how we put to observe all these issues like colorism, ableism, all this stuff about community. Cause I don't think like even though we keep saying we pro black, how we supposed to be pro black and we got all this bigotry in our heart? Like how we supposed to liberate our damn self? Like how we supposed to be healed from our trauma, where black trauma and generation trauma, so we don't keep repeating the past. Like, I know we ain't perfect, but we need to do better. Like, also, even though we might heard the phrase like "your black can't be revoked phase," even though that fun and all that stuff, but when I kind of think about it, like I didn't think about it at first, but as I dive into my disability justice vibe, and I got to realize it kind of like discredit you, like, oh, if you don't act this way of blackness, your black card be revoked. It's kind of giving, don't like to say this, white supremacy mindset. Don't want to say it. I'm kind of scared if I say it on the internet or especially on social media, particular. So yeah, that I'm kind of afraid about because we need to address all this issue in the black community. Because we had to liberate ourselves from this colonist mindset. We cannot continue doing it. We can't continue to have the same conversation forever. Right? Things need to be changed. And also, our leader in the black community, we need to work out our biases. Like, we need to do better. Like, we we can't say we all for black people and we still have like homophobia, transphobia, misogyny, and all this BS. Like, we can't do that. We just can't. We need to do better as human beings. We need to work out our biases. And y'all saying like, oh, you know, we black. Yeah, true. You are correct. But if you got such a set biases, baby, you need to work on it. So, like, we need to do better as black people. Like, we can't have this despair war if you're black enough vibe, or not addressing the issue like transphobia and all this stuff going on. Like, we cannot be using the white supremacy tool. Like, we cannot be doing it. Like, we need to do better. Like, if we want to liberate our community from all their bigotry, we need to work out biases. This is the only way we could liberate ourselves from all this BS. Like, we can't not be doing that. And like, we need to do better. And like, yeah, we need to do better as black people. And like, we just need to do better. And I felt like we had to make the change in our community because everything we've been through due to oppression, and we had to deal with the ways that deal with our oppression. We cannot be continuing to tone police one another or make ourselves feel bad for not representing what a black person supposed to be. And also, we not a monolith. We have a very different experience. Yes, we got black people from the suburb, black people from the warrior, black people from the urban, people who educated, who uneducated, people who disabled, people who part of the LGBTQ plus community, people in our community from different religion, from different country. Some are Afro-Latino, Paratroop people. Like, we everywhere. We everywhere. And we need to do better. And stop with this colorism shit. Cause light skin versus dark skin, yeah. Even I had a million, I was a colors because I didn't know fucking better. Shit, I thought I was light skin, bitch. That was a lie. I was brown skin, baby. Okay, I was brown, honey. But that's a different subject. But yeah, we just need to do better as black people. And not that seeing the pattern in the black community, like we cannot be doing it. And also, we also need to heal our trauma or generation trauma because many of us have not healed from that at all. So for me, I'm in my healing journey. So, and also like maybe get back to our natural root. But yeah, I know there could be some challenges because we don't know what fuck part of Africa we came from because due to fucking slavery. So that's gonna be a hard part. But maybe just do some research, what African spirituality was before colonization. And also what I learned, like before colonization, that everything was known in basically in the African culture or tribe before colonization. Everything was known, right? We just living life as people, like, they know people living life where they like men, women, or just everything balanced until colonization just f everything up, and of course they mess with the motherland and fuck everything up. I'm like, what the fuck? They mess with the motherland, and also now the motherland got all the resources, and of course Western country want to exploit African people and us black people, and like they did to Congo and Sudan and everything else in in the motherland, the continent. They just exploiting the continent, and they're still exploiting it, and it's trying to find a way to make a modern day slavery. That's sad. And also keep spreading awareness about Congo, Sudan, and elsewhere, maybe in Africa, who have been exploited by the Western country and all this stuff, ethics cleansing and all this stuff. We need to spread awareness in this month and make sure we learn about the history and make sure we free our people and free us from fucking colonialism and oppression. Cause who has time for oppression, baby? We need to work our biases. We need to liberate ourselves from the colony mindset. We cannot continue with the colony mindset. The colony having a colony mindset divides our community, and we need to stop. And also talk about intersectionality in our blackness. Not every black people go. Not every black person have the same experience due to intersectionality. Where if you black and disabled, black and a black woman, if you black Muslim, black person who poor, black person from different country, black person who for Latino, whatever may be the case, we need to do better. We should do better, and also work our anti-blackness because it's getting ridiculous. And stop trying to, and also we need to stop trying to simulate to white culture, in which majority already did, but we need to stop doing that because like it don't matter how we try to act like that or trying to do the same thing, but of course the colonizer never gonna see it as an equal. So what we did do. So we need to stop trying to look at the right standard. Look at the right standard is the right way to be. Instead of looking at ourselves like we are the standard, okay? Like we beautiful as we are. Fuck the system. So we need to unlearn our biases and liberate ourselves from this system. And we need to figure out the way to fight against it because we tired. So I hope everybody have a good day, good evening, wherever you at this word, and happy Black History Month, or AKA Black Disability History Month, or AKA Black Future Month. So stay safe, y'all.